Hey, good morning. BJ and Joe on out and about on the Recumbents. And yes, I forgot to turn the wireless mic on. So you're going to get a little pantomime at the very first part. So you have to read lips. But okay, we are on the Cottonwood Creek Trail. One of, as I've said many times, one of the prettier trails. At least the first part, up to the park. The other part's much more urban, as it heads up to Powers Boulevard, and basically that's where the concrete ends, and then it turns to dirt, a dirt double wide, and then it turns to a dirt single track, which I don't know about you guys, but trikes and single track, no, ain't gonna do it. So we're just heading on up. We found the last ride we came up here. We found the the Creekside coffee house. So we're gonna go up there and do our iced tea. They got a little change of color here. Yeah, up in the mountains, it's all big time. In fact, a lot of the mountains in Colorado have already gone past their full, their full brightness, and the leaves are starting to fall off. But we're hoping some will hold on, because next Friday is October 3rd, and it's our 45th wedding anniversary. And we're going up to Cripple Creek, and we're going to see the melodrama up there. We don't gamble. It's a gambling town, but we don't gamble. Howdy. And thank you. But yeah, we're going up there to see the melodrama at the Butte Theater. If you're ever in Colorado, and especially around the first part of October, or towards the first part of December, check out one of their melodramas, either the Halloween melodrama, which this year is the Vampires of Cripple Creek, so that's a new one, and or their Christmas melodrama, which is usually really, really good. Yeah, I'm trying to remember to keep this camera taller. Sorry about that. And not give you half a face. This is some kind of a water, it slows the water down if it floods. It's a really strange looking deal. Never seen one quite like it. Yeah, there's some man-made rock falls. You have several of those here. Howdy. And but yeah, like I said, we got another beautiful day. We had 3 beautiful days in a row. Now today is it's funny. Today's kind of the in-between of the other two. Howdy. The first day was absolutely stunning. Man, I mean, to tell you, there was barely any breeze. It was 70 degrees. Not a cloud in the sky. Yesterday was quite breezy, almost windy. In fact, at times it was windy. And but it was still, and it was hotter. It was like 80, 82. But today is less windy. but still a good breeze, and which is always nice. A good breeze, as long as it's not freezing cold, is actually good stuff. But it's a good breeze. There's a few clouds, very few though. They're the wispy white ones you don't have to worry about much. They didn't say there's much of a chance to rain today, but by tomorrow afternoon, they say it could storm. Basically, Sunday was the only day that had a real decent chance of afternoon storms. Well, afternoon to evening storms. And then Monday at first did, but then they took it off, so I guess Monday's going to be okay. But we'll have to see. Since we've ridden 3 days in a row, we may take 2 off. And yeah, we like to take a day off and exercise a different group of muscles, you know, because you don't want to forget about walking, especially when you get to be a senior. You know, going out for a walk really helps, because it helps you keep your balance. It helps you keep your balance up. And got bikes behind us. Howdy.
Hello.
Oh.
Hey guys.
Hey, have a good one. That's pretty cool. So yeah, now we'll be heading to the more urban part of the trail. It's still pretty in its own way. But yeah, like I said, if you guys are out getting in a good ride today, or if not, a good walk. Hopefully the weather's good where you are. Like I said, we've been really blessed for the last 3 days. And it looks like we've got a pretty good week ahead too. So we're going under Academy Boulevard. Oh, pardon the trash. Ah, the trash. Yeah, that's a problem I guess they're never going to be able to solve. Not enough crew. That first lady had an old Colorado Springs Cycling Club jersey. I had one of those for a lot of years. I think it was the 25th anniversary jersey. But when we went to trikes, especially at the first, because we didn't have e-assist, In fact, we didn't put, we started riding trikes in 2018. And we didn't go to e-assist till 2023. So, because Joe's trike actually had an e-assist system on it. It was a rear hub motor and setup, and then we added a month later we added mine. Mine's an inline setup. Howdy. And then a few months after that, we It might have been 6 months or so, but that might have been a year actually, or more. Probably a year or more. You know, Joe was using the old system, and now we got her an inline setup. Although we did find out the other day that there is one really, 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 really good thing about the rear hub setup. And that's that if your battery dies, you can actually have semi-low gearing, you know. For Joe, her battery died. She kind of misjudged when it needed to be charged, because her old one was a 36 volt. And the new one's a 48. But, so she was thinking, you know, I got lots of power left because I got 44. Well, you're under power. I mean, her motor just said, forget it, I ain't doing nothing. So, passing on your left, but very slowly. The creek's on this side. Sorry, got to get my hand in a better place here. There we go. Passing on your left. Thank you. Yeah, a lot of these trees have already lost their leaves. That's funny, you know, how some parts of town just get the leaves come in faster and go faster. Definitely fall though, because now you've got leaves all over the falling from the trees. Okay, well, howdy. And one more, okay. Thank you, ma'am. Oh, more bikes back. Thank you. And we're not too far away from the Creekside Coffee House. Almost there. And it's just before Woodman Avenue, not Woodman, I'm sorry. Just before Union Boulevard. And up. Slow. Thank you. Hello? So yeah, like I said, we're going to stop and get some iced tea. Howdy? Hello? Got some manhole covers there. Yeah, it's this is a very busy trail on a weekend. Normally we don't do this trail on a weekend, but we've pretty much done everything else. This is the only one we hadn't been to at least in a couple of weeks. So decided to go this way. Bike's back. Whew. Yeah, like I said, very busy trail. Howdy. And like I said, very urban. Over here you have houses. Over here you have gentle forest. We have to be careful here because you got to watch out for bikes coming around the corner. Passing on your left. Thank you. Have a good day. Okay. Last rise before. Thank you. Passing on your left. Thank you. Howdy.
Morning.
And as you can tell by the sign, thirsty, want a snack, need a break, come join us at Creekside Coffee House. They want you to know they're here. Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. We're going to go around and catch the concrete. Yep. Oh, bounce, bounce, bounce. That looks like the neat thing is it's actually built into a church. You know, so. Now they put the bike rack way out here. Nobody's going to use it because it's too far away. They should have put it over there. Okay. All right. Well, we're here. Well, thanks for coming along for the ride. We'll catch you on the flip side. Bye. Okay, we're back. Yeah, one of these days I'm going to learn how to turn on the mic before I start a video. Oh well, that's the way life goes, you know what I mean? Yeah, we got a lot of jets flying above us. They got a game at the Air Force Academy, and they always do flybys for their pre-show, and I think those are actually the Thunderbirds. Sorry about that. I had to grab my shift lever. Gear up one. But yeah, we've had a really beautiful day today. It's just so nice. Although it has gotten a bit breezy since on our way back. We're back now on the Pikes Peak Greenway, heading south. So this would be like heading towards downtown Colorado Springs and towards where our apartment building is. My love. Howdy? Like Joe's phone is ringing again. Usually it's always just you know, we've had a terrible time with the robocalls. They've just been fierce lately. Nice little picnic area right there by the creek. Oh, a bit of an incline here. I'm in too high a gear, but I hit the E-assist. And you got leaves turning here and there. So by next weekend, it'll probably be in really good shape. But next weekend we'll be up in Cripple Creek for our anniversary. I'm going to do a lot of this side shot here because it's an urban trail, so it's really ugly on the other side. It's all businesses and stuff like that. So try to give you at least a little greenery here, you know what I mean? Jelly bean? All right. But yeah, we went all the way to the end where the concrete runs out on on the Cottonwood Trail, and yeah, they've posted speed limit signs all over the place, so that's kind of nice. The guys and gals that want to go fast don't seem to care whether they have speed limit signs or not, but the city speed limit is 20 miles an hour, which is too fast for these trails. The state speed limit for these kind of trails is 15, which that makes much more sense to me. If you want to be going 20 miles an hour, I really think you ought to be out in the road. But since it's legal, there's nothing I can say about it. Hello. Yeah, we're on a bumpy old bridge. Bumpy, bumpy, bumpy. Yeah, this part of the Pikes Peak Greenway has a lot of bridges. Kind of like the Cottonwood Creek Trail. Both of these have quite a few bridges because they cross over and back the creek several times for some reason. Hello. Yeah, sorry for my my humming. I hum a lot. Although I'm sure you'd rather listen to the hum than listen to me sing. So yeah, every once in a while you'll see Joe's flag boy take a really heavy bend because we get a pretty good little gust of wind, but nothing like, you know, nothing terrible or anything. Oh man. But yeah, so just want to say, hey, thanks for coming along for the ride. I hopefully have my computer system figured out enough now where I won't be missing videos anymore, because we took a video of yesterday's ride, and guess what? I messed it up again trying to shift files and stuff. But luckily, the day before's ride is going to be on YouTube tonight, so we'll have this one. And like I said, I think I finally got all my folders and how, you know, my screen set up to where, you know, it's not as easy to make mistakes. So that'd be good. Because yeah, yesterday I really blew it, because I even took out my video software production program, or, you know, video production software program. Yeah, I thought for sure I lost it totally, but I figured out how to get it back. Hello. Bounce, 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 bounce. Oh, yeah, another bouncy old bridge. Yeah, so we'd really appreciate it if you guys would like and subscribe and share the videos. That would be totally awesome. And thank you to our subscribers, both short-term and long-term, especially to the long-terms that are stuck with us all this time. And pardon me for those catches at times, because like I said, I have to do my 360s and 180s manually, and sometimes I'll be trying to spin it around and you get caught on a glove. Yeah, a lot of people putting on some miles today, because we've passed people, you know, same people a couple of times, so that's pretty cool. Howdy. We're going to stop here at the top, pull over. Oh. Okay, well, Joe went too far forward. And I don't want to take up any more room on the main trail, as you're supposed to back up to this this bit of concrete here where we weren't on the main trail. So I guess I'll just have to do it without her. All right. So give you a spin tour here. And yeah. So again, thank you for coming along. And until we see you next time, happy trails, my friends. Bye.